Okay, so wait. Before you watch this video, make sure you go watch my last one, which was about the drive from San Diego to Phoenix in my 2012 Mustang GT. That video is going to be the setup for this one. So in that video, it was about the drive itself. It was about the road trip. It was just about getting out on the open road and driving. This particular video is about the car and whether or not this Mustang was a good road trip car. I actually filmed 2 videos that day, so when you watch this video, this is not the same one as that previous one. I'm saying different things. I'm talking about the car, trying to answer the question whether or not that's a good road trip car. So that being said, let's just pick it up in the car the morning of that drive. The best way to summarize this as I'm going along is probably just to do a pros and cons list. You talk about all the things that are good about the Mustang for a road trip, and then also all the bad things as well. So I think that'll keep this video moving along kind of quickly and easily, and it'll be fun to follow. And the first thing that's a pro about the 2012 Mustang GT is the sound, of course. And I know that's really hard to pick up on a GoPro, and with the stock exhaust and everything, it's not that impressive, but trust me, it sounds pretty good in real life. So anyway, let's just get out of here, and it's gonna be a long day. We are now officially 71.3 miles into the drive. So far, so good. This is a really comfortable car. I'm not complaining at all yet. I know it's only 7:40 in the morning, and we've got all day to drive still, but it's been pretty comfortable so far. I can't complain. It's definitely soft. It's not a sports car feeling, which is good. I know I've complained about this car being too soft in the past, but this is actually perfect. It almost feels as if this is what this car is made for, which is, I know it's not riding horses. All right, that was nice. Pit stop here at the rest area. Anyway, I feel much better, and I discovered a con. My phone, which is a iPhone 11 Pro, does not connect to the Bluetooth here in this Mustang. It's kind of a disappointment because I was planning on listening to some music and some podcasts, but I had an iPhone 6S before this one, and it connected fine. So I don't know if this is just a new version of Bluetooth and I don't know, they just don't talk to each other. But anyway, that's a bummer, but I can still listen to podcasts with the speaker on this, but oh well. Under 2 hours away from Phoenix, but I've got maybe 3/8 of a tank of gas. Figure I would fill up here, and that way I don't have to fill up in Phoenix. I could just get in and out. See, thinking ahead, thinking ahead. As soon as we stop here, I'll let you know how the Mustang is doing in terms of gas mileage. 17 miles per gallon so far, which isn't great, but we were going up some pretty steep mountains back there, and I expect that to get better, but all we can do is wait and see. So a lot of driving still left to do. Here we go. That represents the very first time I have eaten in this car. I had to do it sometime. It only took 4 years, but here we go. One thing that I didn't know about the Mustang before this drive is the fact that the air conditioning is really good. It's 107 degrees out there, and inside it's nice and cool. I've got the air conditioning on low, and it's great. Compared to my Honda Fit, for example, my Honda Fit has terrible air conditioning. You can crank that on high on a 80-degree day, you'd be sweating buckets. But this is nice. This is air conditioning in here is. Take it in. Rolling into the outskirts of Phoenix now, and I'm not hating on the car. I'm just saying I'm looking forward to getting out and stretching. It has nothing to do with the car though. The car is doing great. I unfortunately am not. I'm not fine, but I need to stretch. I need to get out. Well, I just thought of another con as we're driving up into Phoenix right now. There's no navigation in this car, and it's tough for me to know exactly exactly how close I am to my turnaround point, which is going to be the airport. I'm going to use the airport as my final destination for this Phoenix road trip. Well, actually, it's not the final because we're driving back to San Diego today too. So I see the signs for the airport. I know I'm close. I know it's right over there, but Google Maps isn't talking to me. Back in the car. You know, this pillow is a back saver, totally. I have a bad back and I knew this drive was going to be a problem, so I put that in here and it works out pretty well. My back does not hurt. After 5.5 hours of driving so far today, my back does not hurt, which is amazing. Anyway, we are headed home now, back exactly the way we came. Through the deserts, up over the mountains, and down into San Diego. So I just discovered another con of road tripping in a Mustang. So let's say you have one of these aluminum water bottles, which are pretty popular, and they all have the same kind of spout. I don't know what it's called, but they're all kind of like this. So, take a drink. I can't tilt my head back. I just thought of another con of road tripping with a Mustang. Out in these wide open spaces like this, oh, we got a red light. Speaking of wide open spaces, there's nothing around here, and it's just a red light in the middle of nowhere. But anyway, it's really hard not to go crazy and just there's cops everywhere, and I want to go fast, but I can't, and it's hard. It's really, really hard. So I've been trying to use the cruise control, trying to pace myself, and not trying to get too crazy, and not trying to be speed racer, and not trying to get home super early, but just trying to be safe, trying to be normal, and trying to drive inconspicuously. Man, this thing is just such a good cruiser. Smooth, wide open spaces. I don't want to say how fast I'm going right now. It's a little bit illegal. Nice. This car cruises very, very well. It's beautiful, but man, it is so hot. I'm gonna drink some warm water with an awkward headrest. I gotta go this way. You know, I realized I've been in the car for almost 9 hours today so far. And while it does seem like a long time, it doesn't seem like it's been that long. And still feeling pretty good. My back is feeling good. I'm not completely exhausted. So, a little over 3.5 hours to go. We're making it. We're getting there. Okay, so unfortunately I didn't do an outro for that video. I just sort of cut it off, it was a little bit awkward, and I didn't want to leave it on that. So let me just say a few things. First of all, yes, that car was perfect for the drive. I guess the best way to describe it is that compared to something like a C7 Corvette, which I drove from San Diego to Washington, D.C. several years ago, 2015, 2014, I believe. That was an amazing car. But actually, this Mustang did better on the road for long distance driving, all day in the car, that sort of thing. The Corvette was fun, don't get me wrong, but the Mustang is just bigger, it's smoother, it's a better cruiser overall. And if I had to choose two cars for a long distance drive, I think I would choose the Mustang. I'm not being biased or anything. I mean, it is my car. I like it, I own it, it's mine. But, you know, as much as I love the C7 Corvette as well, this is an excellent cruiser over long distances. I've given this car a lot of crap over the years about it being too soft and too big and whatever, but I realized after doing that drive that this is actually, it's great for those long distance drives where you just want that comfort, you want that that speed, and just overall plushness for a long drive. So I'm gonna leave it at that. And I mean, if you're looking for technical information about whether or not you can fit all your luggage in this thing, I mean, it's a Mustang, it's a big car. You're gonna get all your stuff in there. The trunk is big, I don't need to show you that. Get a Mustang if you wanna do a road trip, that's all I'm gonna say. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll catch you in the next one.